Every now and again you'll have to thin out a bed. We've just got too many plants growing. Sometimes you toss quite a few plants in a small place to see what will take off, what will flourish. Sometimes they'll flourish and you get just too many things in one spot, or you start to get a new idea about what should be there. So you'll have to just remove plants to make space so that some of them can flourish. If there's too much competition, then none of them will flourish. So that's what I'm doing here, removing this big old abelia bush, which is done really well, but there's a new hedge behind it and a couple of other azaleas and just too much of a crowd. So step one is to remove all those branches. In this case it's an abelia, so all the canes, to really reduce the weight of the thing that you're trying to remove and give you much better access to dig around it with a spade. So you see I've trimmed off all the canes of this big abelia and we're just left with the little stub here. The next step is to dig a little trench all the way around the plant to cut the roots. Every now and again you may have to trim some of the roots to snap them off, to sever the root. Most of that would be done by the spade, but sometimes you'll need to reach down and actually cut through a root. Best not to use your best secateurs for that, because getting sand in them is not a good idea. Anyway, that way you loosen the root ball all the way around the plant that you're getting ready to remove. Once you have a good moat around the plant and you've trimmed all the roots, then it's trying to start to jiggle it. Don't be tempted to try and move it. Let's go. Make sure you've cut all the way around, all the different roots are cut, and then you can start to lever your spade under and then go around and move it from every side. Gradually it will start to move more and more. And at some stage the whole thing will just pop out. This is another lesson in how plants grow. Now we've got it tipped over on its side, you can actually see that although the canes were at least 2 meters high on this big abelia, it was a very big bush. The root system is always very shallow on most plants, just a couple of feet down, and the major roots head out sideways. So this one, these ones here, they come out sideways from the canes. So although it's 2 meters high, it's only a couple of feet deep. So that's why when you're removing this plant, first thing we did was dig all the way around and sever these roots with the spade and the secateurs, and then it just popped out.